Hi everyone and welcome to Try New Things with Kezia, the channel where I try new things, whether it be products or hobbies, activities, challenges, and sometimes I'll show you some things that you can try out as well. It can be whatever really, so if you have any idea of what you would like to see in the future, pop a comment down below and I'll see what I can do. So today I'm going to try to make a time capsule. I got this idea from the first Therabox. We got a little scratch off activity book, and on one of those surfaces it said to make a time capsule. Now I've never done this. When I hear the word time capsule, I think about, you know, those 100 years old like chests that someone digs up and you can go back to that time and see what it was. But I'm going to do this personal to me. So I'm going to fill a box with items. I'm going to write myself a letter, and in 5 years I'm going to open it and see where I'm at then, and you know, compare the two times and you know what's happened. A lot can happen in 5 years, and sometimes you're just where you were. So this will be very interesting to read in 5 years. So let's get going. So first of all, I wanted to make a little artwork for 2020, and I used the Jazza's incredible Inkybox for this. I used a technique that I learned from actually Nerdy Crafter, but she took it from Gabrielle Polacco. And so I went to that video to see how she did. This is a technique with alcohol inks. You blend it with alcohol and, you know, blow it around with a hairdryer. This was a really fun technique. I didn't have exactly what she had. She had Yupo paper, alcohol ink, and isopropyl, how do you pronounce that? Isopropyl alcohol. I couldn't find that in Sweden. So I took what I had because it looked like something that would dissolve the alcohol inks, and that's what a blender does. So I took my blender solution and tried this technique with that, and it worked out pretty well. Then I tried to incorporate the metallic inks that you blend yourself, and let me tell you, this did not work out very well. But on the other hand, it's kind of a nice metaphor for 2020. It's like some things worked well, some things didn't. And for me, I actually had a pretty good year, even though some things weren't as normal, and you know, even though the world is upside down, life can be beautiful. So I wanted a little gold in there, and it's kind of messy because this year has been messy. So yeah, I guess this is an artwork really showing what 2020 was about. I was everywhere, like the color. Then I tried out the pen, and I'm going to use that in my letter as well. But I gotta say, these pens weren't that good. My pen holder, like, it went out from the pen. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. And also half of the heads didn't fit in. Some were too big, some were too small. And you know, it just wasn't good quality, which actually surprised me. And also it made me wonder because all the heads were kind of the same size, so you don't get a lot of variety except for the look on the pen itself. So this was something I wasn't very happy about with this box, this incredible Inkybox. I like the other items, but this just didn't hold up the quality I thought. So instead of using that in my artwork, I used the calligraphy pens that I already had tried out. And if you want to see all the contents in this box and the other two that came in this collection, this Jazza's Ultimate Creativity Collection, I have a video about that, so I will link that down below. And yeah, that's just me opening the things. This is the first time me actually trying out this box. So yeah, there are some hits and miss in this. But yeah, I was actually pretty happy with the artwork of 2020. So I'm back in my kitchen and I'm going to fill my box, or mostly an envelope actually. I got this envelope from my sister. She made it herself. So you can actually tie it up in the end. Really cute. I didn't know what to do with this. I've had it for years, but it's so cute I can't give it away or throw it out, you know. But you see this, it has all these envelopes. So it's kind of a, do you call it a memorabilia? Anyway, it will be a memorabilia, if that is what I think it is. Holding memories. It's perfect for a time capsule. So I will fill this, and I will fill this with items and then, you know, write a little bit about the items so I know what they're about. So let's start. In the first pocket, I'm going to have my artwork because, you know, it's representing the year. And in the last pocket, I would like to have these photographs from, this is from the new year. And these are actually the people I've been spending most time with this year. And it's my parents and two brothers. So I'm going to write a little about these pictures and the people and where we're at, and then I'm going to have it in the last pocket. So I'm going to have this, oh, it's still warm, but I'm going to have this in the back because this is kind of starting the new year. I'm going to have this in the end. Then I'm going to fill up these other ones with some items just to represent this year. So first of all, I worked so much more this year. So I'm going to have these disgusting and very worn and torn gloves from my work, because I did work a lot more, especially since everybody had to be home as soon as they got the sniffles, as soon as they, you know, showed any small symptom of anything. They had to stay home, or we. But I've actually stayed very healthy, so I could help out while others were homesick. And also I'm working a lot more Anyway, so so that's what this will represent. I'm going to put these in this envelope. This is also a year when I tried a lot of new things. So for example, I did try out some subscription boxes. So I have a few like booklets from those. I also have my first artwork that I did from Upgrade, and that booklet from Therabox. So I'm going to keep these just to remind myself of all the things I tried out this year or last year. If they actually fit. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I also have a picture from a friend that I'm going to have just to remind myself of all the good friends I have. I have written in the letter which friends and family that I've actually spent most time with this year. So I'm just going to keep this as a reminder. Then I have this. If you've been with me since the start, I started this channel a few months ago. I think this was actually my second episode where I tried to make mixed media projects in 5 minutes. So this took 5 minutes to make. Those were like stressful, so 5 minutes, but still 5 minutes. And I thought I wanted to keep this, but I also want to write down every episode I made last year in these, I think 3 or 4 months. So I'm going to write that down and have that with this. I'm going to use a green pen just to match this. And I'm going to pull out all my videos. So I've actually made 28 videos so far, but this one I made this year, so 27 episodes last year. Beginning to get really thick, but I have something more. I have this bookmark, and this is from the Bible journaling that I've been doing this year. It's been really fun, and this will be pretty fun to open as well, I think, you know, when I get it out in 5 years and I have a new bookmark that I can actually color in. So I didn't do this right now. I want to do that in 5 years. I'm giving myself something nice to do. So yeah, this will represent my starting Bible journaling and the blessings that has brought me as well. I've actually written that in the letter, so I won't be writing anything on this. But I actually did this because now you can see all of these are actually filled with something. So I will actually use this in the Try New Things with Kezia folder, the the YouTube channel, because that's where I tried it first. You got to see how I did my first page, and yeah, I'm going to put that in as well. So I'm just going to wrap this up, and I'm going to place this in a box with the letter. I'll also place a little note with my name and address. See if that changes in the next 5 years. I thought it would be a fun idea to kind of wrap it up as a gift to myself in 5 years. So that's what I'm doing, and this is how I will finish my time capsule. What did you think of this project? Have you ever made a time capsule yourself? What would you include? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see you next week. Bye!